everyone, this is Kim from Tokyo Weekender, and today we're going to Mascot School! Today, we've travelled out to the western suburbs of Tokyo to attend Choko Group Mascot Actor School, the first character school of its kind in the world. We're here to find out what it takes to become a mascot and to meet a few of the interesting people inside the costumes. In Japan, mascots are a big deal, and Choko Group has been at the forefront for nearly 2 decades. They specialise in training and providing costume actors for events, filming, performances and costume rentals, training the next generation of mascot actors. In fact, the owner, Choko Uhira, used to be a famous mouse mascot called Podori. The Kigurumi experience involves a lecture, trying on costumes, and learning all the different ways to pose and interact with guests. After a short break, students head to the local shopping centre, put their training to the test. Before coming to the class, I actually got to choose which character I would be, and after consulting the Tokyo Weekender team, we unanimously decided upon the Kappa costume. Mascot school is a serious business, so we weren't actually allowed to film a lot inside. But here's a brief rundown of what happened. So as soon as we entered, we got given a worksheet and everyone sits in a circle. We have 2 lectures. There's a big mirror in the front of the classroom, so we're all standing looking at the mirror. We have practiced moving and greeting in our character costumes. We've practiced our gestures. We also took a picture and they told us the way that we have to look so that we're going to be looking at the camera when people ask us to pose for the pictures. So there's 2 really hard parts about being in the costume. So the first one is that it's really heavy and they tie it really, really tight because they don't want to move, they don't want the head to move. And the second hardest part was that you can't see. I'm trying to look through the teeniest, tiniest nose hole, and there's also like the mouth which you can look through, but the mouth is only down to here. So I'm looking down here, or I'm looking through the tiny, tiny little holes which are also not aligned with my own eyes. So it's really difficult. So I feel like when we go and do the greeting, you're gonna be seeing this and I'm gonna be like, I think people are gonna be able to tell that I literally can't see anything. After listening to the lecture and trying on our mascot costume, we had a small break. During this time, we sat down with some of the students in the class who showed us previous performances that they've put on. They were clearly so passionate about what they do, with some students coming for over 15 years. It was during this time that I really started to see that the mascot community is quite lovely. They were all supporting each other with their costumes and poses. They all shared this common goal of making other people happy. After this quick break, it was time to get in the car and go to the shopping centre to start the greeting. Strangely, I was feeling really nervous. Just arrived at the shopping centre. We've got the costumes with us. We drove in a little van here. The costumes are in big bags. And we're about to go into the shopping centre, change into our mascots, and then do some greeting. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so we're currently doing like the shami, which is where we're walking around to see how it's gonna go and how we're gonna get down to like the greeting area. And they're saying how we have to be aware of all the obstacles, the potential obstacles in the way. So we've got chairs that we won't be able to see. So you have to kind of remember everything, and I just hope you remember it and don't bump into it and fall over and ruin the character. We had one final pep talk with the group, then we headed back to the changing area. I was really nervous at this stage, and I wanted to know how the others felt.
初めてのグリーティングツアーなんですよね。
すごい初めてなんですけど、すごいドキドキしてます。
ドキドキしてるんですか？
はい、ドキドキしてます。でも着ぐるみに入ったらきっと顔も見えないし、 自分がうまく表現できるかなと思ってます。
今体験ツアー何回目ですか？
体験ツアーは初めてなんです。
そうなんですね。どういう気持ちですか？
もう緊張してます。でも楽しみもなんかどんどん来ています。はい。
Next, we put on our costumes and it was time to start the greeting. We stopped for a group photo, and I was slowly getting used to the costume. We went down the escalator, which actually wasn't as difficult as I'd expected, and I could see that the other students were really getting into the rhythm of their characters. I tried really hard to put into practice all of the things that I'd been taught. I wasn't sure if it was me or the costume, but nobody wanted to say hi to me. None of the kids even came up to me. I didn't really know what to do, so I just started dancing by myself. As I was standing there, dancing, looking odd, feeling a little bit lonely and awkward, one of the other students noticed and started to dance. Feeling this support gave me so much more confidence, especially knowing that they were looking out for me. And as we walked to the main greeting area, I had a little pep in my step. At the main greeting area, I started to feel a bit awkward again, so I just kept doing my own thing. Even though I was trying to engage with the kids, they were heading straight to the cute mascots, like the dog and panda. And at this point, I wondered if choosing the kappa costume was a good idea. We were quickly running out of time before we had to head back. But then suddenly, with the help of the students, a couple of kids were interested. I put into action everything I'd learned, and I leaned forward and invited the kids to touch the bowl on top of the costume's head. They seemed to really love it. With that, it was time to wrap up, so we headed back to the changing area to cool down and have a debrief.
じゃあいかがでした？
もうアメージングです。It's amazing.
いつも今回は何回目ですか
3回目ですね。3タイムス。
じゃあマスコットとかそのパフォーマーはメインの仕事ですか？
いや普通のサラリーマンです。社会人です。
そうなんですね。
エンジニアです。エンジニアです。
おすごい結構違いますかやっぱり？
かなり違いますね。It's very interesting.
結果どうでした？
楽しかったです。あっという間に終わってしまいました。
ね、早かったですね。
早かったです。
実際そういう着ぐるみを入るとどのように気持ちになるんですか？
でもやっぱり今日はまだいい方だったんですけど、夏とか暑いだろうなっていうのも思いましたし、重かったりっていうのもちょっと感じて、
なんか今、ディズニーに行くとどう思ったりするんですか？
でも憧れてます。
そうなん
入りたいみたいな思いますね。できることなら
じゃあプロに
なりたいですけど、でも厳しそうですね。なんか狭きもんじゃないですか。
そうですね。できると思います。いつか。
いつか。
今回は何回目ですか？
今回はグリーティングは97回目ですね。97回目です。はい。
97回はすごいですね。
そうですね。新記録じゃないかと思います。はい。
マスコット履いてる状態でどういう気持ちになってるんですか？
そうですね。もう中に入ってる時はとにかく自分ではないんで、役にはなりきるように心がけてはやっていますけどね。はい。
お近くですか？
遠いです。2時間ぐらいかかります。はい。
2時間も？
2時間ぐらいかかりますね。ここからだと。はい。
すごい、
白猫の女の子をやっておりますので、それをどうぞよろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございます。
X で見ていただければどんな感じの子なのかよくわかりますので
見てみます。
はい、よろしくお願いします。
お願いします。
はい、
ありがとうございます。
しっかり宣伝しちゃった。
はい、全然。
I had such a great time, and it's been heartwarming to discover and be a part of this little community. After trying on the kigurumi and going through the mascot motions, I have a newfound respect for anyone in costume. It's hard work. Thank you so much to everyone who helped me to become a mascot for the day. A big thanks to Choko Group and, of course, to the other mascots. Make sure you go and say hello if you spot them out and about. This is Kim from Tokyo Ikenda, signing off.